What is good with it, YouTube? It is your boy Sean Rock to the represent mandatory thrive, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive. And I am back again with another video. Let me zoom this out a little bit because it looks like you guys can't see me entirely. It is pretty hot, so I'm gonna throw my little cool shades on and enjoy this day. Now I'm about to head into the library and grab me a couple good books to read, but I just recently watched a video by Blaha and supplements, and I wanted to kind of chime in on my channel and talk about this because I feel like there's a need for honesty and perspective around supplements and you know, do they work? Are they worth your money? And I'm gonna have to honestly say, from a very humble, you know, hard-headed, learned perspective, that based on the evidence, the money that you spend, and the results that you get from supplements, they don't work. They don't work. I've done a ton of research on a lot of these supplements. I've done trial and error in my personal life, so I have experience with supplements, as well as I have experience without supplements, right? Without utilizing supplements, and I could tell you guys about my results. So I began my fitness journey, like most of you guys, at a very young age. I was about 17. I was, you know, I wasn't like an extremely small guy, but just like any young man, I wanted to be bigger, right? You know, so what did I do? I started to, the online wasn't as heavy as it is now, but I started to search online and I started to read a lot of magazines. Mainly during this time, a lot of magazines was popular because, like I said, the internet wasn't as big at the time. And because of this, I read a lot of magazines, and in a lot of the magazines, the guy said, you know, if you get a protein supplement, if you get creatine supplement, you get all of these different supplements, fat burners, all of this stuff, you're gonna see amazing results. And even during this time, I even thought most of the guys on the magazines were like totally natural, and these extreme physiques were attainable. Now, I knew some guys was on steroids, but I was very, very much more impressionable than I am now as a man in his early 30s. So what did I do? I went to GNC. You know, I bought I went to GNC. I didn't buy your traditional cheap multivitamin. I bought vitamin packs. I bought fat burners. I bought protein shakes. I pretty much, male enhancement products, I pretty much bought everything that I can get my hands on. I was a big supplement guy at 17 years old. I bought all of this crap. And I loved it, you know. But one of the things I noticed too in these times, because I was young and impressionable, it never stopped. And I believed everything that they were telling me. So when I would go to the supplement stores, they would say, oh, you have this, you have this, you have this. And then they would say, well, you're going to need this too. And you're going to need this too. And you're going to need this too. And you're going to need this too. So I was just buying supplements, buying supplements, buying supplements, buying supplements. Did it give me a little benefit? Sure. But the moral of the story is, you know, my supplement bill was pretty high up until my, you know, in my 20s, right? Now, I've seen good results for the most part, but was it really due to the supplements? And thinking of my income level, you know, my income level couldn't have been over $30,000 a year during this time. Was all of those supplements actually beneficial? Probably not. And here's why. in my early 20s, I've went up and down in weight various times in my life. You know, I've gotten very fat and gotten in shape. I've gotten very, very fat, gotten in shape. I've been in between. So in my 20s, I got broke and I was fat, you know. And I said, you know, I'm just eating food and I'm going to train without any supplements. And during those times, I actually seen better results because, for one, I wasn't focused on supplements, and I didn't always feel like I needed something additional other than a great diet and hard work in the gym or in the park or wherever you do it. Most of my workouts has always been done at home. And I got in great shape. In my early 20s, I got in the best shape that I believe I ever had gotten into. I think I was like 22. I think I was around about 178. Around about 178. Fairly lean. I'm only 5'7", and I look very, very jacked. And I was not using weights. I was not using supplements. All I did was a lot of HIIT cardio in the morning, strength training in the afternoon, and I ate, you know, healthy potatoes, chicken breasts, rice, fruits, vegetables. That was it. No supplements. And I saw great results. And then I went back to supplements with more knowledge. And the only ones that I really seen results was, I've never really seen results with creatine. I've never was really fish oil and vitamin D. Those were the only ones that I've seen, you know, solid results with. And protein is extremely convenient. It's really a food, but it's extremely convenient. So if you're young and you're impressionable, listen, save yourself a lot of time and energy and focus on, and I'm a body weight guy. That's what I prefer. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. That's what works for me. And I think people should do what they enjoy. Sometimes the most effective methods will not get you where you want to be, because I knew that heavy resistance training was the most effective way, but it didn't keep me motivated long enough to stay in the gym. Whereas I loved movement-based training, so I seen my best results with body weight training. But here's the thing, I would have seen way more results. I would have got a lot further, and I would have been way more knowledgeable of training if I had not been putting so much time and energy into supplementation from a young age. I gave nutrition half crap effort. I gave training just decent to good effort, but I gave supplementation very, very high priority. And why? Because I simply was being told that this is the way to go. I was being bamboozled. So now I feel that it's very, very essential that we teach young men to focus on their training and nutrition. Get your nutrition and your training dialed in. Get your eating together, get your training together. Find what works for you. If you are powerlifting, you need to be focusing on your 3 big lifts and increasing the amount of weight in increments. If you powerlifting, if you are a bodybuilder, you need to be dialed in on critiquing the symmetry of your body and making sure that you're hitting everything from every single angle, and that you're giving every muscle group adequate training weekly. If you are a calisthenics athlete, you need to be paying attention to your movement patterns and making sure that you are developing your skills at an adequate rate while still putting on muscle mass. Focus on your skills. You do not need to be spending a lot of time researching and emphasizing on supplementation. You need to get dialed in on your training and your nutrition so that you can see the most optimal results in this fitness game. You know, one of the things that I know about life is that minimalist mindsets, or people with minimal stuff, usually are the most successful, because they teach themselves how to handle do stuff in survival mode. Supplements are a glorified luxury, and that's totally not necessary. Now, I want to be in the fitness industry. I want to offer training protocols, training programs, you know, make fitness equipment and things like that. So it's really not in my benefit to go against supplementation, because it's out of training programs, out of training in general, out of personal training, supplements is the easiest, the most lucrative method of making money in the fitness industry. Like, it's clear as day. You don't need certifications. You don't need approval from the FDA. And I'm not proud of this, but I grew up in the urban context where people sell drugs. I sell drugs when I was younger. Unfortunately, it's nothing to be proud of. And you have to buy products, you have to step on products, and you have to, try to stretch it out to make profit. Supplementation is a legal way, and you're making triple, sometimes 8 times, 10 times, 12 times the amount of money legally selling supplements that don't work. But it's not even the issue that they don't work, because some of them do. They're not necessary. In the fitness industry touts it as there's some grand need that we need. And that's what I believed. I believed in my younger ages, when I was 17, hitting the gym, that supplements was giving me some grand, like, additional bonus. And it wasn't. It was literally nothing. I went and got in shape without absolutely no supplements, and I was in better shape than I had ever been in, off eating potatoes, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, chicken breasts, and a bunch of green leafy vegetables. I was in phenomenal shape, strong, able to endure, solid. No supplements. So I commend Jason Blaha, because he's a big fitness YouTuber. He's very informative as far as strength training is concerned, and this, if from the eye test, the supplement industry is a big lucrative part of the fitness industry that you want to be dialed into, because there's so many. It's so easy to do. You know, it's so easy to find websites to get bulk amounts of supplements and then break down the amounts that you need to put in these supplements and make a killing. So that's all I got, man. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great. Don't stop. It's your boy Sean Rock Tiller. I'm signing out. Peace.